Hello and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator Single Player. As you can see, I'm not using the new SCS, or the SCS Peterbilt. This is still the Viper 2 mod, as I'm keeping this one in the series of my different loads to haul, basically. So today's load we selected is ventilation shaft, 12,000 pounds, heading to Barstow. So it's actually a very light load. This truck will have zero trouble pulling this. And it's got a $10,000 payout. And, well, let's get at her. So we are looking at 316 miles total. So a nice, easy trip. And, yeah, we'll get our money and we'll move on to our next job. Like I said, I don't even feel the weight of this thing, as it's not heavy at all. So 616 miles grand total, which is pretty darn simple. Once they tweak the 389 a little bit more, the in-game one, I'll probably start using it. It's not as fancy as the Viper 2 mod. Little things like my little half fenders back here. I'll show you my half fenders. I love those half fenders in the rear. I really like that on a truck. So in the meantime, we will continue using the Viper 2 for this series. And of course, I have my multiplayer and account, which I do use the 389. I'm still working on a paint scheme that I like. It's kind of an uphill battle, because I guess I'm probably more fussy than what I should be. It is nice to see a 389s in the oncoming traffic, which is kind of cool. It's been a long time in the coming, and it was a truck I was waiting for, as it is my most favorite truck. I think I'm going to be adding another mod into my series of different hauls. I won't tell you guys what it is yet until I reveal it. It's been out for a little while, and it's actually a really good mod, but I can't seem to pull myself away from Peterbilts, and that's the only clue I will give you, that it is not a Peterbilt. There's one right there. A couple? One. Yeah, it will not be a Peterbilt, just to change it up a little bit. But I think it's very nice, and you will likely enjoy it. Alright, I'm going to step her up a little bit. Oh, got a red light up here. Like I said, it's a very simple load. Ventilation shaft. Essentially an empty shell, what she feels like. That is my plan, to haul a bunch of different standalone trailers. Give you guys different feel of the in-game stuff. That's what I figured. The traffic was ripping right by me, so I kind of thought I had missed my light. Alright, we'll jump in cab as there's traffic here. Try not to get ourselves killed in the process. Whoop. Get her up to speed now. So like I said, 319 miles is not a big trip. It will be after the rescale, so my trips will have to be a lot shorter in order to try to keep the video length down. Nice day for driving. Let's see, so we're approaching Oakdale. I just want to get an idea where we were. Alright, that's cool. And leave GPS for a little bit. We're a little more than half on fuel, so we should be alright. Cement truck hauling, obviously, cement. One thing I will point out, the new SCS 389 tracks better, because with this one here, if you look in the side view mirror, it looks like the rear is flared out. It's almost built like an hourglass. The front of the truck feels wide, the rear axles kind of seem flared in as the trailer looks wider. It's the same on both sides. They did fix that for the SCS version. Kudos to that. Alright, so we're doing 67 and a 55, so that should make up our time that we'll no doubt lose to AI later. Game's been out for a while, but yet I still drive around and I look at the different shrubs and just to see what there is to see, like the skateboard kids in the skate park in some towns and little things like that. It's a little added touch that makes this game really nice. I look forward to different states that have a little bit more green to it, because we're down in the hotter states. We tend to get a lot more desert-like. So as we start going in more to the north, things should start getting more green. Wow, we're already down to 177 miles, so it really goes quick. Yeah, dude. Try not to sideswipe you. I'm sure you'd appreciate that. Come on, dude. Nope, stay out there. It's gonna... The back of this trailer is very hard. The day cab Pete. Very partial to Pete, so it took a lot of convincing to get myself to try next one for my upcoming videos, a different brand. As like I said, very partial. It was always my favorite truck growing up. The first truck I ever drove was a Peterbilt as a kid. And I don't drive trucks today, but still like them very much. That's the guy I just passed. Get moving, I won't have to pass you again. Knock on wood, we were down to 130 miles, and I actually put the cruise on when we got on the interstate, and I haven't kicked it out yet, and I haven't been trolled. Of course, I probably just jinxed myself, but that's all good. Better get back in as we're getting off here, and I hate to total this truck this close to the end. Try to redeem myself for the last video I did. It was pretty darn nasty. I barely started, and I ran in, got caught to the fence. And it just went all the heck real quick. Smashes through the gears real quick. That's what it is when you don't have a whole lot of weight. Those tippers look unusually tall. They're not, I guess they're not tippers, they're dump trailers. Well, that's kind of my only real beef with them. They kind of look goofy when you hook them on your truck. Nice little drop deck with the 3 axles. Nice little touch. Truck looks very fitting on this. Scared to spin around the other way too much because I'll end up rear-ending somebody or head-on. That's a fine looking truck. Love the paint scheme. This is all off the Steam Workshop. This entire rig. Just gonna bring up GPS to get an idea here. Oh, we're still 96 miles. Cool. Haha, that's what you get for screwing around with the GPS. Well, there goes my clean run. Good going, dumbass. And that's why you shouldn't be gawking at the truck and should be paying attention to the road. So the takeaway here is don't do as I do. See what I talk about when I say how the rear of the trailer looks flared out compared to the truck? And it doesn't even sit right. It feels weird. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that too much. Let's get this here last of the run here. Let's get shrunk the GPS where it already was. Seems to me it branches in here. That's why everybody's lining up their little boats. I'll get behind this fella. Probably not the type of vehicle you want to run into. Suppose there is no vehicle you should run into, I guess. Usually the way it happens is I slow down, usually always in the spot, and then they just kind of shoot away from me like they were fired out by an elastic or something. No, I guess not this time. Those little dump trailers, or not so little, those dump trailers up in front, usually are pretty heavy. Now we'll get her sped up here and we'll knock off. It was 66 miles a while ago. We'll get that punched off really, really quick. Sorry, Mr. SUV. GPS says our drop is nearing. I really do like the style of the 680, the Kenworth, that is. But I really don't like the way it drives. I like the look better than the 579. But I can't handle the way it drives. It just feels so different than my Peterbilts. I do have a few in my save game, mind you. Alright, got a little left turn up ahead. Now, let's see if we don't get trolled too badly here. Oh, my side, that side looks good. This sounds like a recipe for disaster. Well, SUV, you're going to have to wait. I'm coming out of here. Good job, dude. Part of me wants to back up and just finish you right back there, but it was not big enough, not tall enough, not long enough. What was the problem, Mr. Car? I know I swung into his lane, but I had to try to get around the barrier. Anyway, so it's safe to say this here trip went in the shitter real quick. Way too tight, way too tight. Come on, go. There you go. I'd like them to see them fix the brakes. Even they're really, really tough to do anything with, because no matter what you throw at it, you desensitize them a little bit, and then it's too much, and then you're stopping on a dime, or you can't stop at all. Kind of tricky. Alrighty, here, let's come out of cab to have a little look here. It's a good thing there's no damage with the crappy run that I had this time. Alright, so she wants her in a regular spot. I'm gonna hit that excavator. Well, I may as well hit the excavator. I hit everything else in this episode. I want myself to be perfect. Okay. Come out here just so we can admire the truck a little bit. I love the chrome. That's what keeps bringing me back to Black Beauty here. I like the paint scheme. This was also on the Steam Workshop, along with the Viper 2 mod, which is extremely well done. Customizable to no end. That frickin' thing drives me nuts. Yeah, I thought I would accept it, but that looks like hell, so I'm going to straighten it out here. To do. Too busy reaching to disable that stupid prompt there. All right. Well, there you folks have it. We survived another one, barely, but we did. Nobody was killed, so it's always a good day. Alright, good work, yeah. That's debatable. Cost me $742 for my stupidity, but it's all good. All right. Well, there you folks have it. Another trip done. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. And we will try not to run into anything. Will be our new goal. Bye for now.